नामदहू नसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. Ladies and gentlemen, I am profoundly honored to be here amongst you in such a distinguished gathering. It would not be a hyperbole if we say that Pakistani diaspora is the backbone of Pakistan's economy. Our countrymen living abroad are our true ambassadors who do not only serve their new homes but also their homeland. Pakistanis are known to have fared better abroad by attaining higher levels of education and being gainfully employed. The Pakistani diaspora is quite diverse and talented. Overseas Pakistanis are sons and daughters of the soil and have a legitimate expectation from their country, their motherland, and in their absence, their legal rights and interests will be well recognized and protected by a watchful administration and a considerate judiciary. Therefore, annexing paramount importance to the concerns of overseas Pakistanis and in order to safeguard their legal rights and interests, the Lahore High Court has established an exclusive overseas Pakistani cells in Lahore High Court in June 2019 to operate under the supervision of a director, a secretary, and support staff for the resolution of problems of expatriate Pakistanis regarding the pendency of litigation in the largest province of Pakistan, that is Punjab. The litigation in Pakistan for overseas Pakistanis become cumbersome when he has to protect his rights, interests during his absence from Pakistan. The Lahore High Court Lahore, being the stalwart custodian of the rights, has always taken initiatives and radical measures to redress problems and grievances of overseas Pakistanis, most particularly regarding their legal rights and interests pending in the form of litigation for years. The overseas Pakistani cell at the Lahore High Court has been set up with an aim to perform supervisory role about the cases of overseas Pakistanis throughout the districts of Punjab, where special courts to try cases of overseas Pakistani have been established with the direction to decide all such cases within stipulated time. Their performance is monitored on daily basis and necessary directions are issued frequently to meet the goal of early disposal of cases by the overseas Pakistani cell of the Lahore High Court. The overseas Pakistani cell Lahore High Court takes care of different aspects of the overseas Pakistanis, which includes, and very importantly, illegal possession of their properties in Pakistan or any threats thereof, an inordinate delay in the decision of the cases, frauds in the plots, landed properties purchased by them, inability to pursue their court cases from abroad, and hurdles in engaging a counsel. A window page in the official website of this court has been created for the projection of objectives of the cell and its functional parameters to the Pakistanis living abroad. An online web portal is also developed to address the queries of the overseas litigants. In this connection, to the extent of the Lahore High Court Lahore, the director and the secretary of the cell maintain a constant liaison and interaction with the overseas Pakistani litigants in order to facilitate them. In this regard, the IT branch of the Lahore High Court extends its complete and unflinching support to the cell whenever needed. The overseas Pakistanis, while visiting Pakistan, may also in person approach the director or the secretary of the cell to seek any kind of information or help as the case may be. Their counsels, representatives, relatives living in Pakistan will also be facilitated accordingly at the cell regarding litigation issues. The telephone helpline, in addition to the online facility, is also established at the cell for the provision of speedy information. The complaints with regard to fixation or early disposal of their cases at Lahore High Court will be redressed promptly by the Honorable Special Judges nominated in this behalf in conjunction with the coordination of the OPC Lahore High Court. The job of an overseas Pakistanis, ladies and gentlemen, becomes cumbersome when he has to protect his rights, interests through litigation, particularly during his absence from Pakistan. The litigation requires personal attendance and consistent attention, which is not possible without physical presence in the country. In case the matters relating to overseas Pakistanis are not decided within the shortest possible time, we as a nation would fall to fulfill our obligation towards our expatriate brothers and sisters. Initiation of steps towards protection of the rights and interests of the overseas Pakistanis is not a favor. Rather, they are entitled to such treatment in terms of the provisions of the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan 1973 and as per Article 4 and 25 of the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan 73, all citizens of Pakistan enjoy equal protection of law. Further, Article 260 of our Constitution defines citizen, which means a citizen of Pakistan as defined by law and as per the Citizenship Act of 1951. According to the Citizenship Act of 1951, when an overseas Pakistani falls within the definition of a citizen, while dealing with the status of expatriates, the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan in its judgment in Muhammad Ibrahim Sheikh's case has ruled out that the Pakistanis who are residing abroad are entitled to enjoy dual nationality in terms of Article 17 of the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan 1973. I would also like to draw your attention to a very important provision of the Constitution, that is Article 23, which gives right to every citizen to acquire, hold and dispose of property in any part of Pakistan. Thus, any attack against the right of an expatriate in a property invites stern action by the national institutions. The protection of fundamental rights of a citizen is the bounden duty of the state. The state acts through its institutions. The judiciary, being an important organ of the state, is aware about its obligations towards its citizen, in particular the expatriates. Finding occasion, I shall refer to the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan in Musammat Shanaz Saif versus Dr. Talat Nadeem's case, wherein it has been held that the quota reserved for overseas Pakistanis in any housing scheme cannot be utilized for anybody else, even by the Chief Minister concerned of the province. Simultaneously, Article 5 of the Constitution casts duty upon every citizen of Pakistan to be loyal to the state and obedient to the Constitution and law. In my opinion, the Pakistanis living outside Pakistan are performing their duties in an articulate manner. The Honorable Chief Justice of the Lahore High Court represents 1/3 of the Pakistan, as he is the Chief Justice of the largest province of Pakistan, having a population of over 110 million. The Honorable Chief Justice, with his far-sightedness and broad vision, had initiated training programs for the district judiciary, especially to deal with the cases of overseas Pakistanis, and sensitized the judicial officers under the auspices of the Punjab Judicial Academy. I will take this opportunity to give you a brief synopsis of the cases instituted by the overseas Pakistanis in the district judiciary and the Lahore High Court. The summary institution and disposal of cases of overseas Pakistani with effect from 1st of January 2021 to 30th of April 2022 is instituted cases were 4,861 and disposal was 4,769. Overseas cases instituted and pendency and disposal in the Lahore High Court with effect from 1st of January 2022 to 27th of April 2022 is at the principal seat. There was no institution. Pendency is 126. Disposal is 40. At the Rawalpindi bench of this court, 8 institutions, no pendency and 8 disposals. Multan, there is no new institution, 11 pendency and disposal is 3. Bahawalpur, no new institution, pendency is 37 and disposal is 64. I also take this opportunity that for today that today we are also launching the compendium of statutes and citations regarding the overseas Pakistani cases, which my learned brother has already told you. And in conclusion, we would like to thank you all for extending your hospitality and providing such an amazing opportunity for such an interaction. I hope we can come up with even more meaningful resolutions for overseas Pakistani, which will help to resolve your legal problems in Pakistan. Thank you very much.